Hi everyone, welcome to Divine Sacred Tarot. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here, for sharing, for liking, for commenting, for subscribing. Thank you so much. Today I'm going to go through a few different questions, but I'm also going to focus on the energies that the twin flames are going through right now. So I'm going to take the Moonology deck first and foremost, and then I'm going to go from there and see what comes up. Okay, so as I mentioned yesterday, again, if you haven't listened to that reading already, check that one out. But this is more about why the Divine Masculines are going through a pause right now, and why is that significant for the Twin Flames, particularly for the Divine Feminines, allowing them to have this degree of freedom, and what can you do in that time as well. So this is a purposeful pause. It's allowing you, Divine Feminine, to go through any healing, any triggers, cleanse anything that is happening for you, and deepen your sense of love and spiritual connection with the higher realms. So today I would ask, what are the current energies the twin flames are going through right now? So what are the current energies the twin flames are going through right now? Please, Spirit, thank you, angels, guides, guardians. Thank you for supporting us, for allowing me to be a channel for these beautiful souls who are listening here today, and allow me to channel the messages for them and their twin flame for the highest and best good. Just a reminder, the Spirit is saying, the more you engage, the more you subscribe, like, and comment, the more I'm able to channel your energies, because it's a direct connection, right, between you and I. The fact that you're hearing this at some point around the world just means that these messages are for you. And those messages for the Twin Flame Collective have come out as work through the feelings. Wow. Open up to change. Reveal what needs to be seen. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there was one card before I started shuffling that just wanted to stay on the table. So I ended up putting it aside. And I found it really, really helpful, because actually as I picked up that last card, that was the card that actually talks about leaving the past behind. Now, what I find fascinating about these colors right now is we've got the green, we've got the orange and a little bit of purple, then we've got a deep, what is the color, Spirit? It's like the third eye chakra color. Indigo. Thank you, Spirit. And then we've got a deep, like blue, like a sea blue. So for me already, we've got Capricorn, we've got Aries, we've got Aquarius, we've got Scorpio. It's reminding me of the 4 seasons. Now I know Aquarius and Capricorn are both in the winter season, but then the Scorpio and the Aries I'm getting as well, the autumn and the spring. So I'm getting more like summer, spring, winter, autumn energies. And this is a seasonal change that the Spirit is asking for me to channel. The seasonal changes that are happening not only on earth, but in your life, in your relationship between your Divine Masculine. But this is more so between you and you. So whoever is listening to this, remember, there is no assigned gender to Divine Feminine and Masculine. We both embody, everybody embodies a Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine energy. You may resonate with one over another, so take these energies as they resonate. I will throw around Divine Masculine or Feminine, but it doesn't necessarily mean a specific gender. For this first card, it says leave the past behind. I will look at the book, actually. I say that and I have to try and find it, because I always pick up the wrong book. I think that's Spirit just telling me that you're reading the wrong thing. I don't know. Who knows? Okay. So the first card that we've got is the last quarter moon in Capricorn. So for me, even before I read this, I am getting that this is all about the Divine Feminines and Masculines putting to rest what has happened, what has been, and actually letting go of anything that is no longer serving the both of them. So in this connection, what's happening is the past is done. We cannot go back to what was, but what we can do is we can move forward in what we need and what we have learned, so we can come into this harmonious union knowing that actually this was meant for us. We are taking this time in separation to learn, to go deeper within ourselves, and actually having those two things come up regarding leaving the past behind. You know, the question was, what are the current energies the twin flames are going through? And this is clear as day: leave the past behind, because actually something is standing between what you want and how you can get it. A lot of times we are like, well, how can we get into union? When are we coming into union? You know, all these questions about how and what and when and timelines and, you know, yada, yada, yada. But we're not being in the present moment. And actually we're focusing on, oh, but he used to be like this, she used to be like that, we used to have this, and the connection was so amazing. But that's fine. That's great to look back in history and look there. However, what you're trying to manifest is not the past. You're trying to manifest the future. But if you keep focusing on the past, that attention, that will keep replaying in your future. So where are you right now? Let the past go. Your old relationship is gone. There is going to be a new version of that relationship, but what would you like for that to be? So it's okay that there is this resistance I'm getting between what you want and how you can get it. That's okay, because you know there's resistance. When you know there's resistance, it's almost like when you don't know what's ahead of you, the fear ends up catastrophizing, you know, scaring us, preventing us from moving forward. But when you know there's something there, we're like, actually, okay, I can see the dimensions. I can see the space that you're taking up. Okay, well, maybe if I can't go through you, well, maybe I can go under, or to the left, or to the right, or over, or maybe I need to go through you, because actually you are just energy, that you are just an illusion, that as soon as I walk through you, the smoke dissipates. And it's really, really wonderful to see that the resistance in front of you strategically. And when we approach things in front of us with a more tangible way, we start to become a little bit more carefree, more childlike, more playful. You know, yeah, of course we need a proper plan, but leaving the past behind means we're no longer carrying it. We're no longer carrying that burden. And it could be, you know, clearing that criticism or trigger from other people, you know, that what society has deemed what a traditional relationship should and should not be, what society is saying what twin flame relationship should be. Maybe you need to leave all of that in the past. Maybe that's something that actually you don't need to think about, because it will be however it will be, because it's unconditional love. And what is it that you want to work on? What is it that you need to focus on at this time? So hold on to this resistance. Focus the intention to leave the past behind, and allow the visualization during your meditation to transport you through to the present moment in order for you to visualize the future. So you're almost going through that meditation of releasing the past, letting everything go, shedding any residual cells that are holding on to this resistance, and allowing yourself to be in this moment, to be in the unknown, to be okay with not knowing. And then having that ability to actually say, okay, well, this is what I'm going to go for. This is what I'm manifesting. So the next season I'm seeing, I'm calling these cards seasons because there are 4 of them. Now take them as they resonate. You could be in season leave the past behind. You could be in season work through your feelings. You could be in the season of open to change. You could be revealing what needs to be seen. But again, we're going through cycles, right? So when you think you've cleared one cycle, you'll just go through another one, but in a different way. You're just better equipped to deal with those cycles, right? Work through feelings. This last quarter moon in Aries is signaling to me that somebody has got their feelings hurt. Now, it could have been across words, it could be unintentional, arguments or whatever it is. But for some, this is this isn't going to resonate for everyone. I'm feeling that some are getting frustrated and angry at people around them. And I sense this might be divine masculine getting a little bit agitated, a little bit angry because they're not actually processing their feelings for the divine feminines. Some of them are coming to that awakening, to that realization that this is the love, this is the person that I want. But however, before that actual realization comes, there is this resistance, right? Maybe that's the bit of a resistance of, how can somebody so amazing be into me? That's just one example. That's just something that Spirit has asked me to channel. But whatever is going on right now, there seems to be a lot of feelings around the divine masculine, which is also cross contaminating, I want to say, the energies for the divine feminine. So the divine feminines are feeling this too, and it's like perhaps they've been neglecting their emotional well-being for so long, and it's almost like the cup runneth over. Like it's almost like, I can't deal with this. And then rather than tackling the situation for what it is, the emotional baggage is coming with it. And it could be nothing to do with that person or that argument or that conversation. It could be nothing to do with that, but it's other things that are being bottled up within the divine masculine, and they need the avenue to release that. And this is why for the divine masculine in particular is asking you to work through your feelings. This could be happening for the divine feminines as well, because again, they're feeling this energy, so they need to process the energy that is being residually absorbed by the divine feminine. And this is the time to work through them. You know, move through your feelings so you can move towards your goals. And you cannot manifest if you are in that stuck feeling energy. So it could be with family, it could be with work colleagues, it could be a karmic partner. I don't know. It's just very broad for me. I can't pinpoint what this means. I will get clarifications after though, but working through those feelings for the divine masculines. Then we've got the open up to change. So whatever this union, reunion, twin flame connection is happening, allow yourself to let go, to be in harmony with where you are right now, but also to allow yourself to allow yourself to feel the situation play out the way it's supposed to. So yes, you can have a visualization. Yes, those visualizations will come to fruition at some point, but they may come in different ways. So this I had been channeling for quite a while in previous readings, that you can feel this, divine feminines. You can feel the change coming. You like feel it in your bones. You feel it in your cells. And this card, which is the new moon in Aquarius, is talking about opening up to change. So this opening up to change is about letting events unfold, but not having the control of the steering wheel. So take a bit of space. And again, this is, for me, Spirit is clarifying that this is why there's a pause between you and your twin flame, because actually a little bit of space is good, right? And this is funny because in the book it says, if you know you've been too emotional about someone or something, this card offers you the chance to cool things down. So that's really funny, because we literally had to work through your feelings previously. And this is just saying, look, if you're too emotional about things, if your feelings are kind of bubbling up to the surface and you still don't know the way to channel this in a healthy way, well, this space, this time just gives you some breathing space, and it's a good thing, right? I said a couple of readings ago that the divine masculines are acting like a bit of aloof, and it's so funny because it says here in the book that a rational, even slightly aloof assessment of your current circumstances is called for. So think of the situation in a different angle. So as I said earlier, yeah, okay, we are coming into many twin flames, coming into union, coming into reunion, coming into harmony, coming into communication, and that may have happened already, but then there's a pause again, and you're thinking to yourself, is the past replaying itself? Well, no, you need to let go of the past trying to replay itself, because if you think it will, it will. You're working through those feelings by having this space between you and your divine masculine, and you're seeing that actually this space, having this pause, being patient with your divine masculine, allow them to have the degree of freedom that they need. that is the new perspective that you're taking on this new journey. And that is just one example. Use the information to see how it fits in your own journey with your divine masculine or feminine. This is a really nice one, so I want to read this one out to you. And it says, light a candle, preferably silver. Ask Uriel, so Archangel Uriel, for his help with viewing life compassionately, but also dispassionately, so you can stay cool under any pressure. Remind yourself there is only one me, it's safe to be me, and I love me. Okay, so the last card that we had come up was the last quarter moon in Scorpio. Reveal what needs to be seen. So this is more about there are some things that people don't like to talk about. This card suggests that there is an issue or situation in life right now you may not be easy to air. Perhaps you feel that you shouldn't air it, and that's fine, but now is the time for you to reveal only what you want to be seen. Don't feel the need to discuss everything with everyone. Some matters require discretion. The less codependent you are, the better chance you have of getting what you want. This had come up, excuse me, in the previous reading, only recently. If some of you have been watching every single reading, please tell me which reading this came up in, because you guys are fierce, you are fire, and you are what makes this community amazing. So anybody who is been here with me from the beginning, do you remember when I talked about keeping stum, right? Not speaking about the connection. I think it was last week. And then all of a sudden, because sometimes what ends up happening, especially when we're in a relationship, we ask for other people's opinions, we ask for confirmation, we ask for validation. And then what ends up happening is when we're not met with a validation that we ask for, that we seek, that we want, we end up asking more people. And in that process, we end up getting confused and a little bit distorted regarding our energy, because now everybody's chipping in with their own energy and their own trauma and unhealed wounds and opinions and society's interpretations of what relationships should be, especially if they don't understand the twin flame dynamic. So what I spoke about a few readings ago, that it's okay to not speak about your connection. And I don't mean this in a, oh, you need to keep it hidden and secret and guarded. No. This is about stoking that fire, allowing that fire to have the right oxygen, the right fuel, the right environment, that you can allow it to breathe on its own, that you don't need to nurture it so much. And when it is this controlled fire, well, actually the fire speaks for itself. You don't need to show people that you made a fire. You have shown them what has happened and what you've been working on this time. And I feel like that analogy Spirit is asking me to give is more about the people who are in your life that you are relying on, that you are being dependent on, that you are asking for confirmation and validation from, that actually everything that you need is within you. This card is also asking you to not only see things from a different perspective, but also trust yourself, your intuition. This is also why there's a pause, because actually, how much do you love yourself? And some people will be like, yeah, I love myself, I do, yeah, I want to be in union. No. How much do you genuinely, truly, unconditionally love yourself? How much are you putting yourself first? How much are you giving to the source of light within you? How much are you able to expand that light outwards? Because you matter. You may have been hurt in the past, and that would have shattered your trust in men, in people, in relationships. That could have happened where actually the past situations have caused you to lose your sense of intuition and trust within yourself. So actually, this pause is allowing you to stoke your fire, to brighten your fire, to ignite those flames within you, because actually, and this may be triggering to some people, whether it happens or not, twin flame union, it doesn't matter because you're good anyway. And that's the whole point of twin flame union. And just as a side note, you're in a twin flame union. If you think this is your person, that's your person, and you will come together in this lifetime, right? Wow, there was a lot of messages. That was a big message today. So I'm just going to get some clarifiers. So let me just shuffle the deck first of all, actually. So a card did fly out before I shuffled. Spirit's just reminding me, like, you didn't shuffle. And I'm like, okay. And again, there's just this messiness. So there is this resistance. There's this chaos right now. But just embrace what the season is right now. Embrace what is happening for you both right now. Because this isn't going to last forever, right? Things keep changing. Things keep moving. Things keep evolving. And yeah, so we've got the Knight of Swords come out, but I will clarify the Knight of Swords as standalone, because actually with the Knight of Swords it says, I will speak to you honestly, but I sometimes get lost with words around you. So this is the Divine Masculine trying to come to terms with their past, with their feelings, you know, looking at this connection, because they know that there is something different about this connection. They have this feeling. They're starting to trust themselves. They're starting to trust their own intuition. They're starting to trust the connection and the connection with themselves, which is really, really important for the Divine Masculines. What I'm getting with the Knight of Swords is definitely heavy Divine Masculine energy. And this is a message for the Divine Feminines, that actually they are coming in to speak honestly, but it's just taking some time. So I am going to clarify those with a few cards, and then I'm going to ask a few more questions. So we've got the Wheel of Fortune, the change. Yep. So the change is happening, and that is leading you both towards union. And this is actually talking about getting rid of temptations. So this is specifically for the Divine Masculine right now. So if we're looking at why is there a pause right now, well, we're actually looking at the Divine Masculine coming into his truth within himself, coming to this realization. This is life changing and altering for them in their reality, amongst everything else that may be going on in their reality. But there is this sense of death and rebirth. So allow them to go through this process, because you, Divine Feminine, have been through that process too, right? So that is why there is a pause for the Divine Masculine. And then I was going to ask, what do the Divine Feminines need to do at this time? And we've got the Star card. The Star card for me is all about wish fulfillment, you know, manifestation, equalizing the balanced energy between the 3D world and the 5D world. You're amalgamating this energy, and I feel like I'm actually drawing an infinity sign with my hand. So a lot of you may be feeling, maybe seeing this infinity sign, which is the number 8 but on its side. And you're understanding this connection is out of this world, and you are understanding, which is really funny actually, in this card there is what looks like a black hole, and in the Death card there's a black hole. So it's almost like the two cards are kind of cross energizing. There's an energy, the cross between the Divine Masculine and Feminine, but the Divine Feminine, instead of going into so let me start again. For the Divine Masculine, they're going through this death and rebirth. The black hole on the Death card is pulling in the galaxy, right? Pulling in the energy from that galaxy. In the Star card, the black hole is at the heart of the Divine Feminine, and she's actually expanding. She's actually letting go of the energies into this new universe. It's so beautiful. I will put this on my channel so you can actually have a look on the shorts what I mean when I say about those two energies. So with the Divine Feminine, actually, what do you need to do at this time? You need to keep cultivating that love, embracing this high vibe energy, creating the universe through this Star card. What about the advice for the near future for both twins? What is the advice for the near future for both twins? So I find it really funny that the 7 of Wands is usually about being guarded, but it can also mean about dropping your guard, right? with this card in particular, so because I created it with my divine masculine, and he said, the Seven of Wands, I'm not backing down. So even though the Seven of Wands can be about breaking boundaries, you know, putting up your guard, being guarded, things like that, I feel like it's a completely different energy on this deck, because it's a divine masculine going, look, this pause doesn't mean I'm not into you. This pause doesn't mean I don't love you. This pause doesn't mean I'm not thinking about you. It's actually, I'm not backing down, and I need this process to go through this alone, which is why the Knight of Cups is here, to bring in that offer of love and allow himself to believe in himself, to dream bigger than he thought possible, because he wasn't able to give himself access to do that. What a beautiful, beautiful advice for the divine masculines. What about the advice for the divine feminines, or any advice for the twin flames? We've got the Strength card again. Okay, so this Strength card this came out yesterday, and it said the strength is happening. You're building your strength for one another, within one another, and for the connection. So that is so, so beautiful. And last question, how can the divine feminine support the divine masculine at this time? How can the divine feminine support the divine masculine at this time? Thank you, spirit guides, angels, guardians. Thank you everyone for staying here for this reading. I hope you resonated with it. Let me know in the comments below if you have, and if you were looking for a private reading, I am offering that. If you email me at divinesacredtarot@gmail.com, I can give you those options. 2 cards actually came out. So in regards to what the divines, how can the divines, let me start again. How can the divine feminines support the divine masculine at this time? This threw me, because I've got the Three of Swords and the Devil. I am going to get clarification. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? We've got the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. What's behind the Lovers? Three of Wands. Yeah, adventures. Okay, so the Lovers at the bottom of the deck, but we've got the Three of Swords and the Devil. So, okay, I'm just going to say what I'm getting from spirit and not what the cards mean. So take it as it resonates. If you know what the cards mean and you are a tarot reader, you can probably have a different interpretation of this. Spirit's asking me to clarify that the Three of Swords and the Devil is here because there has been upset by the divine feminines. When the divine masculine is going through the fear, the anger, the upset, the emotional turmoil, when they're going through their processes, the divine feminine's feeling this energetically, and they're trying their best to transmute that energy out into the universe for the greater good. However, there's little energies that seep in and actually trigger the divine feminines. This is triggering the hurt in her, and for some, not everyone, I'm getting that the divine masculine had been tearing up about the connection because they are frustrated. They don't know what to do. And it could have been a frustration of an amalgamation of different things. However, the divine feminines are feeling this, and you may feel this trigger divine feminines through breaking down, crying over things that you wouldn't normally cry over, right? It's like, oh my gosh, I just saw an advert or I saw a post and it really made me tear up. Those are the things that are happening right now. And for those of you who are in a different stage of the twin flame journey, I'm getting that you actually were crying over your divine masculine and whilst revealing your honest feelings, but not in a bad way. So what I'm getting is, for some divine feminines, you've actually expressed yourself, and this could be in an astral realm as well, or it could be coming, that you're actually saying to your divine masculine, but listen, I'm gonna wait for you. I love you. I'm here for you. But I know that even if God gives me somebody else, even if God gives me a soulmate, that I'm not going to deny that, but I still want it to be you. So I feel like it's that letting go, and in a way, crying is another form of surrender. It's another form of shedding. And this is actually, we've got the Devil energy saying that you still need to go through these healing, these triggers before you're coming together in union, because actually, as we saw right at the beginning, you're leaving the past behind. This is a version, this is a way for you divine feminines to leave the past behind. And then we've got the Lovers card, which basically is all about the both of you coming together, right? The both of you are coming together, and this is supposed to be, because as I split the deck, we've got the Justice and the Eight of Wands. So you both are coming together for the divine union, for the universe. You're not just doing this for the both of you. You're not just doing this to be in harmony with the twin flame. You're actually doing this because it's meant for the world. Your union is meant for the world. Some of you might find that hard to digest, but that is what I'm getting. Funnily enough, I'm using the After Tarot deck, but the Seven of Pentacles actually came through. So I forgot that I actually, from yesterday, had not put the cards away properly. But the Seven of Pentacles usually is sowing new seeds. So again, it is leaving the past behind. I feel like for some of you may resonate with, you're going through the garden, you're kind of taking out all the dead weeds, the dead bulbs that are no longer about to grow, and what you're doing is you're replanting your seeds. And when you're leaving the past behind, you're able to shed what you no longer need, having strength to do so, sowing new seeds in order for the love to come through. So I was going to get some clarification, but I don't think I need any clarification. Are there any other messages for the Twin Flame Collective? Yay! We've got the Lovers card again. That literally just popped out. Okay, so I'm not going to pop out any more cards today. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Just that last message. Rewind it. Rewind it 20 seconds. Just listen to that last message. The Lovers card and the Lovers card. All right, I'm going to leave it there. What a joyful message. Okay, it didn't feel like that at the beginning, but oh my gosh, that kind of knocked me off my feet. Let me know if it resonates. Sending you so many blessings to you and your twin flame. So much love. Bye for now.